welcome back to another video. I did film probably about, I don't know, a week or two ago, but I did all of my work uniform and I don't want to put that out there, so we're doing it again now. Car runs, drives, I can't remember where we left off. I think the last video I did was the clutch and master, and it works. Shout out Lucas, he came around, we just dialed in the timing. You know, we pretty much started it, got it to backfire with a trigger kit. As soon as we figured out it backfired, cool, it's 360 one way or the other, and it started right up, so huge win. Also, just found out that the CAN wiring in the harness just wasn't talking, so I bought an extension lead that plugs into the ECU board, plugged it in, just quickly dummied it up to get my lambda working, and good as golden. Today, I actually have some good news. It is booked in for a tune on the 26th of February at EFI Solutions down at Dyno, and I just need to get it ready. Starts, runs, drives. Lucas is going to come back around and figure out the fuel pressure sensor isn't working, so we're going to do that. Get it to talk on the ECU. That's pretty much the last thing on the electrical side or like mechanical side. It's just a bunch of small bits and pieces now, so I'll some weights fell off one of the wheels. I need to rebalance that wheel, so take that wheel off, send it down, get it rebalanced, fully mount the seats. They're sort of just in there at the moment, not exactly where I want them, so we'll do that as well. And just some small bits and pieces with, I guess, mounting bumpers. Lucas is also, when he's here, he's going to do some bits and pieces for lights, like indicators in the front I don't have, just because the plugs are different. I don't have the sockets for the OEM corners, so I've only got the aftermarket bits, and he's gonna import some adapters, so we'll do that, and then just give it a one big bolt check, make sure everything's good, and then it's pretty much ready. So exciting times today. First things first, get the car in the air, bumpers off, front and rear. I've moved everything out, that thing's outside. This is in the center of the garage. Got the window open because it's hot, but not too hot today, bonus. And yeah, we'll just slowly tinker away and get the smaller details sorted. I also don't understand why my speedo doesn't read, doesn't change with wheel speed, so need to see if something's not plugged in under the gearbox, maybe. But, rip in. Alright, so I got the car up in the air, and all four wheels and tyres off. Just gonna do a bolt check, but basically, I'm pretty sure this one's okay. It has its weights. This one balanced alright. The front two did fine. They've got their weights there, and that's all they balanced out really well. That one there. But this one, I'm pretty sure the back left from memory, it's only got a couple of weights, and I'm pretty sure it had pretty much from my pinky to my pointer finger strapped full of them, and they've come off just because it's not the tyre shop's fault. I dropped them off pretty eagerly after I painted them and rebuilt them just to get them on the car, and I don't think the paint was 100% dry, so quickly run that down, get that balanced, and then we can do just a bolt check over all the arms, make sure everything underneath's fine, check to see if there's any leaks. I think I may have overfilled the gearbox a little bit. There was a little bit of... I'd rather have too much in there and it push out a little than not enough, so... yeah, and then I'll do a bit of a checklist. Need to go get some engine oil, doing an oil change before it goes, spark plugs. That should be about it. I might even do diff, but we'll see how keen I get. I don't think the diff's been done in a very long time. Quickly load this up into the car and go get it balanced. Back from the tyre shop, just zip down to get this back left wheel fully done, balanced, because I was right. I did take the right wheel down, thankfully, and it had a bunch of weights fall off it, so I'll quickly show you. So we've got the weights on the outside now, and a bunch more weights on the inside. So that's easy. Now what I want to do is just going to raise that front left coilover, lower it just a couple of mil, just to match the other side, and that's pretty much all four corners at the same height. And I'm just going to go through and bolt check all these arms, just give it a once over, check all the tail shaft stuff quickly and make sure all of the mechanical stuff's sorted. Once that's done, I might even, I don't know if you can see this, well you should be able to, this lip here, I might just shave with a flappy paddle grinder, just get it a bit thinner, just so it's not hitting the tyres, and then I'll have to do the same on the front here. I already did these a little bit, but I'll just do them a bit more, just shave them down a bit, because if you look at the front tyre here, you can see it's touching just from the couple of laps around the block. But first things first, let's do that front left coilover so all 4 corners are sorted. I have shown this in a video before, but on the BC coilovers, to raise and lower them, you don't adjust it by the spring load, you adjust it by this one here. So you crack that collar, obviously measure the distance between the guard, when the car's on the ground, between the guard and the tyre, crack that, wind this to the space you want to reduce that gap by, because they pretty much translate. And then you use this top one, pushing it this way so it basically locks in against the smaller ring, and you can twist the coilover down and it'll just close that gap. Then when you get it to the side height you want, just lock that ring off and then Bob's your uncle. So I'm on the floor, I'm bolt checking underneath the car. Started at the front, back left corner. This is why I'm a big fan of bolt checking every so often. The cars just loosen up, things break loose, you might have forgotten a bolt, etc. Just grab your hands, grab a spanner, grab a shifter, whatever, and just get hands on every single nut and bolt that you can see. Because I'll show you, I found this one, I'll just get the light up in there. This one here, just locks off the camber. So I'll do that one. I found, where is it? The engine mount, exhaust hanger had split just there. So I'll go and get a new one of those, tighten up the camber bolt, and then the split pins for the back here. Don't mind all the spider webs, etc. They'll all get blown out eventually. So yeah, awesome race wire, tyre wire, whatever you want to call it. Pretty important to just get hands on everything. You may have missed something when you were trying to rush to get it done years ago, interrupted. So yeah, big fan of just nut and bolt checking a car every once in a while. So we'll go ahead and fix that up, and I'll do all 4 corners, and then we'll probably put the car back on the ground, do something inside. Got a bit of a list, just done some bits and pieces to tidy it up to get it ready. Got it here, quickly jump in the car, and then I'll be back with my little parts haul and we can keep going. Alright, we're back from the parts store. Got a new exhaust hanger. It's actually off an FG Falcon, because the S13 ones just don't exist. They're pretty much identical. Let's see if you can see in there. All hung up, bolted through. They're basically the same dimensions, just that bottom piece where the hanger sits into is a little bigger, but that's not the only hanger holding onto it. It's just taking the weight. There's another one around the front and around the back, so it's just there to take a bit extra weight. Split pins in every single corner on the ball joints, so that's all taken care of. We've nut and bolted everything. I just want to quickly check the gearbox, bell housing, and tail shaft bolts while I'm here, and then that's everything under the car done. I can pretty much put the wheels back on and drop it, but I want to, if I can, I want to see if I can do the shave the inner guards. So quickly check all the bolts underneath. And alright, so while the garage is a mess, I want to quickly touch up the guards. Don't mind how messy the garage is, but basically I'm just going to shave inner lip from about there all the way to there on the front and the back, just because they're quite rolled. And if the wheel hits it, it's just going to break it, so and it stops it from touching the tyres. Obviously you do this before you paint the car, but here's what it is. Set up the blower back, the blower, just aiming at the guard just to hopefully blow some of the dust out. That's pretty much it. Wear your safety gear, safety squints, be careful. Alright, so shaved all the guards. The rear ones were the ones I wanted to do the most. They're not razor thin, but they're a hell of a lot thinner. I still kept a little bit of lip to it, a little bit of structure. They haven't really changed in strength, but they're thinner, so the tyres shouldn't grab them now. Did all 4 corners. Rears, I never did. The fronts I did slightly, I just did them a little more now. Gonna quickly make up some bumper brackets, front and rear, so we can hang the bars. The bars sit on there, and there's a couple of holes, but got a plate of stainless that we're just gonna cut up and, yeah, basically sandwich plates, I guess. Spread the load across those small little points in the back so it doesn't rip through the fiberglass and stops them from cracking. Hopefully keeps them a bit more stable, because I'm trying to avoid the front and rear bars bouncing around. Want them stable, stuck to the body. That's why we did the side skirts like this. They're basically moulded on. Not going anywhere, they're not going to flex or bounce or look tacky. Want them all to sit together and sit strong, so that's what we're going to do next. Yeah, and then I guess we can put the car back on the ground and that's it done, except for wheel alignment, but I'll do that at some stage. I'll get some string and just do an at-home wheel alignment, sort of dial in the camber. My Brad said that he did the same thing, and he used the degrees on his phone to figure out the camber in the front, and then just some string lines front and rear to figure out toe, caster. I eyeballed it, but yeah, that'll get it close enough and then we should be good to go. Alright, so I've run out of time for today, but basically we got some little templates made up for the front bumper. I'll show you in a second where they're going to mount, but I got carried away doing something completely different, and that was this. Pretty much mounted the PDM in the glove box, so power's running through the back, cut out a little hole there. Never going to see it, that takes it away from the floor. I'll tidy all this up once I'm 100% with the wiring. Like, yeah, there's just some bits that I'm currently jerry-rigged up, but that's fine. That'll all get dialed in when either tomorrow or the day after, when all the wiring's sorted. And didn't realise, but I have a full carpet back here that I had rolled up. So maybe down the track I'll make a false floor and make it all pretty. And then what we also did was, shout out to Braden, I got these off you ages ago. These here are bracket bumper mounts, or like fender mounts, factory. They mount up to the frame there. We painted them up and then threw them into the guards. Shout out to the stepfather for giving us a hand. So we've got both sides done, and that basically takes the front guard, stops it from wiggling like it was, which should stop the front bumper from bouncing and sagging. And then on the rear bumper, the templates we made, basically they're going to sit here, and they'll sandwich this side and then on the inside of the body too, just to spread the load across there, so it's not just mounted from one teeny little bit there. And I'll show you on the car where they sit. So they're basically mounted from these 2 points here. So when the bumper bar, it'll basically mount right up against there, and then it'll have a few mounting points here that are like quick release, but this is where the main structure of it's going to be. So it'll take the weight of the whole bumper. And then this was from Braden again many moons ago. Plumber's insulation. You can just use a pool noodle or whatever, but it stops the bumper from sagging. Just makes it look a little neater. I've run out of time for today. I'm going to quickly throw the wheels back on, do a tidy up, put it back on the ground, and then put it back over to the side so we can pack up. I have about an hour before I have to be somewhere, so yeah, steady progress. We're pretty much ready, well, we are ready for tune. It's just small bits and pieces now to make it neat and tidy, and I do need to go and get just some small lights, which I'll do tomorrow, and then some oil, some spark plugs, or a BKR 7Es in this, for no other reason than that's just what I've always run. Yeah, so I'll quickly throw the wheels back on, we'll put it back on the ground, roll it out, and then that'll be it for today. And then the next video, I was hoping to get the seats in, but I needed to get some bolts and whatnot, so next video, finish off those bumper brackets, get the seats in, and then all the other sensors should be done, and then video after that, or maybe in the next video, I'll be getting tuned. So thanks for watching.